What did you learn about military leadership during your command?
You know,
28-year career. What did
yeah,
you learn?
it's really about it's really about the Marines. It really is, you know, and or the folks working for you, and that's why here. And when I say work, obviously that's different because they actually did work for me here. As governor, I work for the folks. You know, bottom line, that's just the way it is. And you know, it's there's. I just had a conversation with a superintendent down in the southwest part of the state here last week, and I said, "There's two entities here. There's the support ed, and there's the supporting. And bottom line is the schools support the parents. Period. They essentially work for the parents. You know, that's the way it is. And you know, you need to build that trust. And I will tell you that." Trust has always been a huge thing for me because I knew if my guys trusted me or trusted the command staff, that no matter how nasty the mission was or whatever it was, we'd do it. You know, we would. And so I made it a point. I was the only one doing this on East Coast, I know, and I don't know anywhere else, but as a squadron commander in particular, to you're supposed to do like a command climate survey every 18 months, and I wanted one done once a quarter. But I adjusted some of the questions in there to where, do you trust your commander? Do you trust your command staff? Because I knew if I had their trust, because I knew what we were doing, what we were about to do, and if I knew if I had their trust, we could do anything, and we did, and we were the top squadron hands down in Iraq, and I mean we were told that, you know, we were highest sortie generation with, you know, in support of the Marines, in support of all the joint forces down there. And there were a lot of squadrons. I think there were 11 or 12 squadrons online, but they had those aircraft ready. You know, we were ready to roll. And the same thing, you know, any time I had these, either I was in charge or whatever, actually had something like that, and even on Guam, you know, it was, I want these guys to be able to trust me. That means I'm not going to lie to them. I'm not going to pull their leg. I'm not going to do anything like that. So when people ask me, why should we vote for you? And I say, well, number one, I know how to lead. Number two is I know what needs to happen to fix Wyoming. Number three is I have the will to do it. And number four is I'm not going to lie to you.